Welcome, and thank you for attending the How to Become a Membership Expert workshop. This workshop is designed for the more seasoned membership chair, as we will be concentrating on the development of a more advanced and inclusive membership plan and more advanced utilization of electronic outreach, including Totem and social media. My name is Michael Morgan, and I am the California State PTA Vice President for Membership Services. Your other workshop presenters are Aaron Hester, Vera Johnson, and Brad Waller, who are members of the Membership Services Commission. This is a live Q&A sidebar session, which means that the pre-recorded workshop will be accompanied by an active Q&A in the chat. Please type any questions you may have during the presentation, and they will be answered live by our workshop moderator. Let's start with why we want members. Members are the strength of our organization. PTA is the largest children's advocacy organization. The more PTA members, the greater our strength as an association, the greater and louder our voice, and the more effective our advocacy efforts. Studies show that schools with parent advocacy programs have a stronger success rate. So now we're going to hand things over to Aaron to continue us through this workshop. Aaron?
Thank you, Michael. All right, so first things first, a little pre-planning. What does your unit, does your unit have a membership committee? If your PTA does not have a membership committee, ask the executive board to form one. The membership chair should be an enthusiastic, high energy individual. It's also a good idea to include a teacher and a student on your committee. Students are very tech savvy and may be extremely helpful in your social media outreach efforts. Is your unit on Totem? Signing up and getting on board early could increase your membership substantially. Brad will talk more about Totem and the benefits of e-membership a bit later. Once you've identified your committee and determined that your unit is on Totem, it's time to develop a membership marketing plan. Successful campaigns have a fun theme and involve the principal and students. Remember that teachers are key, especially in our elementary schools. So set a goal. A goal might be to increase membership by a certain percentage over last year's total, or have 100% teacher and staff membership, or to successfully reach out and include previously unrepresented groups or areas of the community. Download the membership marketing plan and template on our website under Membership Toolbox. Developing the fun aspects of your campaign. Have a theme with incentives. Check out our membership marketing section of the website. Toolbox, it's the Membership Toolbox, that's what it's called, for membership ideas. Develop a budget. You may have costs for materials or campaigning promotions, maybe incentives or mailing things out. Use council and district due dates to create a membership calendar. Be aware of council and district due dates. And you want to determine how you will reach all prospective members. Identify and reach out to any underrepresented groups. Use your social media. And just remember, membership marketing plans must be approved by the executive board. The membership chair should present a report at every meeting, celebrating successes and suggesting areas for further outreach. So the membership toolbox. The membership toolbox on the California State PTA website, cap.org, capta.org, is chock full of great tools and ideas to help you become a membership expert. This slide is just some of the items available. The toolbox is updated throughout the year with our Membership Monday e-blasts, training videos, membership success stories, and fresh ideas to help you in your role as a membership chair. Feel free to use the ideas as is, or use them as a launch point for your committee's brainstorming session. sorry, okay. The top 3 most effective messages for your membership campaign. So you want to focus on the school and how the PTA benefits your school. Cite specific examples such as field trips, library books, and assemblies, etc., are all areas to focus on. Separate joining, volunteering, or attending meetings. A lot of times people think that when they're joining PTA that they have to volunteer or they have to attend meetings. Let them know that although we love our volunteers, it's not necessary. Every member is valued and strengthens our voice in our advocacy efforts. Focus on membership benefits. Besides providing a parent-school connection, PTA provides member perks and discounts on both the state and national levels. You can provide links to the membership perks and benefits page on the California State PTA and National PTA websites. Bottom line, all parents want to support their children and their schools. Just being a member provides them with the opportunity to do that. Campaign tips. So start your campaign early and use multiple touch points. Plan an official kickoff celebrating the value of PTA membership. Using teachers as key influencers and campaign drivers, especially on our elementary schools. Use social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. Put links on your websites, newsletters, and provide a QR code at event tables. Some of our more tech-savvy units have even developed short videos inviting folks to join. Be creative and have fun. Use tracking reports to measure and report progress throughout the year. Identify those who haven't joined or any underrepresented groups and do a target outreach. Consult any on-campus or community groups for their assistance. The principal may be able to help you connect with them. Public posting of progress. Celebrate your successes. Cite specific classroom or specific teachers. Share the successes, including social media. There's a link on our membership toolbox for PTA bulletin boards if you need some inspiration there. Contests, prizes, and incentives. You may need to be a little more creative these days, but don't hesitate to try something different. And now I would like to hand it off to Vera.
Thank you, Erin. Key points to remember. Messaging should address primary concerns all parents have about lack of time and unbundle the concept of membership from the obligation to volunteer. Joining should be positioned as a valuable act in and of itself that shows support for the school and their child. Highlight the programs and services that are considered valuable and are being provided by PTA at your school. This could be programs, assemblies, a readathon, library books, etc. PTA is the bridge that connects parents and the school. A basics quick review. Cards must be issued to all members. They may be paper or e-cards. Anyone can join PTA. Any member who subscribes to the purposes and basic policies of PTA becomes a member upon payment of dues to a PTA or PTSA unit. Keep a list or record of all members. Name an email or some form of contact information, and the date joined is all that's required. The list should be kept on file with the president, secretary, and membership chairman. It must be available at association meetings to determine who is eligible to vote, and it should be provided to the nominating committee. Membership lists are important documents and must be kept for 3 years, according to the IRS. Follow proper financial procedures at all times. Coordinate with your financial team ahead of time to ensure that the proper custody of manual membership monies is maintained and that the correct forms are completed when turning in funds. Membership should be on every meeting agenda. Report numbers and be sure they match what is sent to council or district by the treasurer. Promoting membership is the job of every board member. Prepare your successor. Create or update the procedure book or flash drive, and be sure to pass on all materials. One very important topic to touch upon is outreach. It is important that the membership and involvement in all PTAs reflect their respective communities. Only when all areas of the community are represented, when all voices are heard and given a seat at the table, can PTA be an effective voice for all children. Outreach is forming respectful, trusting relationships throughout the school community and recognizing that everyone has value. Outreach is sharing and distributing important information about PTA and topics of concern that inform and invite action, making sure that your PTA is offering what your membership values. It is important to identify and recognize any under or unrepresented groups and invite them to join, giving them a seat at your PTA table. Greater outreach will also increase your membership numbers. PTA dues. Membership dues should be high enough to include the per capita sent through channels and to include part of the PTA insurance, but low enough so that everyone may join. Membership dues should not be considered part of fundraising. A PTA may wish to have a student staff due structure. The student staff due structure must be enough to support the per capita remitted through channels. If a unit wishes to include a student staff member due structure, the bylaws must be amended and forwarded through channels to the California State PTA parliamentarian for approval. A unit does not need to be a PTSA to have student members. Family memberships are allowed. The structure must include the payment of per capita dues, and the bylaws must stipulate the number of members considered to be a family. Each member is then entitled to the privileges of membership and is issued a membership card. Again, if a unit wishes to include a family membership dues structure, the bylaws must be amended and forwarded through channels to the California State PTA parliamentarian for approval. If you have different levels of membership, such as gold, silver, etc., the amount due represents the per capita dues as listed in your bylaws plus a donation. But remember that all donations must be accounted for separately. And now I'd like to turn it over to Brad.
Thank you, Vera. The California State PTA developed our own custom online membership system based on your needs. We talked to leaders across the state and had this system developed to make your lives easier and to make it fast and easy for anyone to join your PTA. First off is the membership card. Totem put a membership card in anyone's phone. You don't have to write out a paper card unless someone wants one, and members will always have proof of membership. There's easy access to benefits. The electronic membership card links to the PTA benefits page so members can see the latest perks with a tap of their finger. There's increased communications. You are guaranteed to have at least an email address for every member who joins electronically, and the Message Center allows you to quickly send emails for a nominal fee in multiple languages to all your members without leaving the Totem dashboard. You have instant membership lists. As a leader, you will have easy and fast access to a membership list to verify membership at an election or check to see if someone really did remember to join. Automatic bank deposits. This is a big one and was really useful this past year when everything was closed and people didn't have access to checkbooks, banks, school sites, etc. All your per capita dues payments are automatically sent off for you. And finally, at help.jointotem.com, there's a lot of resources for you. There's answers and videos to help you and show you where to go. About 2/3 of our units are currently using the Totem electronic membership system here in California. We know it's not perfect, and we're always learning things and making improvements based on feedback from leaders like you. Things like the student roster and teacher lists came directly from our leaders. But Totem makes it easy for your unit to be found and fast for people to get started. You have a direct link for your unit, but there are also pages and search forms that let people look for a unit. These forms know where the person is and suggests PTA units that are closest to their current location, and can filter the search as the person types in a name to find the right Jefferson PTA. The first step when someone wants to join will be asking them to create an account. Totem offers the option of using Facebook to log in, which is fast and fills in all their contact information. This is what I use, and I really prefer it. But you will also have the ability for users to use their email address if they just want to do that. And all they have to do is enter their email address and a password, and they're set up in their account. We made it easy for your community members to join the entire family all at once in one transaction and include an ask for a donation. The process is streamlined and does not ask for any more information than we need. That slows things down and stops people from completing a transaction. Once a member has joined, then they're prompted to download an electronic membership card, share on social media, give us more information, and everything else. The electronic membership card also has the date the member joined, which is important for voting rights and declaring candidacy for board positions. Now, this chart may look confusing, but this is what really makes Totem easier for you and your financial team. When a member wants to join with a check or cash in the traditional manner, they pay your membership person. You then need to collect all the cash for the day, all the checks, fill out the proper forms with two-person counting, count the money up, deposit all this to the bank. Then your treasurer needs to track all of these memberships and forward the per capita dues to their council or district if not in council at least once per month. Your council then needs to repeat all these steps and send the money to your district, and then the district does all the same things to get the money to the state PTA. This is all different when you do it electronically. When a member joins through the Totem electronic membership system, all of this is taken care of immediately. As soon as a member pays for their membership, your unit account is credited for the same amount of money you would have kept from the offline memberships, and all the per capita dues are sent to the accounts of your council, district, and state PTA. There's no need to write any checks for these electronic memberships. Now, as we found out during the pandemic, having an option for people to join without leaving their home was a big help. But even without that, there are other reasons why this is needed. Many schools are moving to online registration, so you won't have the opportunity to sit at a table out front and catch people with a checkbook when they're ready to pay for things. Totem provides many ways for you to promote membership both online and offline. Obviously, you can link to it from your website, but they give you a code to place on your websites, pre-made social media sharing posts, and a QR code you can print out and place in the school office, on banners, programs, and other print media. The Message Center lets you email your members with a simple to use interface, and Totem supports many languages. Email and the website can all be translated into the language of their choice, including Chinese, French, Japanese, Spanish, and Tagalog. The Leader dashboard has an amazing array of tools for you. You can set goals and track progress, get reports on memberships and donations, and much more. Covering just all the features there would be a session in and of itself. Online promotion is great. There are a few bad places to promote online. Pretty much any family-friendly place where people interact and communicate is an opportunity to ask people to join. Remember not to link membership to volunteering. We love our volunteers, but asking people to join should be focused on just that. None of this matters unless there's a call to action in any of your posts or texts or anything else. A button or link does not help unless you are asking people to join. Now, your PTA website is a great place. Of course, you own that website if you have one, and it's the first place you should start. Totem provides a link as well as code that you can use that will create a join button on any page. But you want to give people a reason to join. This is your page. Show them what PTA does in pictures. Tell them why PTA is so good. Make it personal and specific and ask them to join to help you continue your mission. Email next. Every written communication you put out should have your join information. Don't send an email from your own account as well. Gmail and other service providers will notice this and limit how many emails you can send. They can even cancel your accounts. Use the Message Center, MailChimp, or another email service provider that focuses on ensuring email will be delivered and not marked as spam. Your PTA is a brand, and you want to leverage that. Use your logo in all your communications. When people look at a page, they will be drawn to a picture. So use a relevant photo that works for PTA and your email subject. The subject line of the email is really important. If nobody clicks on it, the email goes unread. Make it brief. I recommend under 9 words and 60 characters. If you want to use an emoji, use just one. Think about your audience. Make sure they can read the email and see the important content when they first open it. Don't make the email too long. People have a short attention span, and if you can get them interested and to take action right away, you will have much better results. Social media is my favorite. For your unit social media pages, you should link to the join page. Facebook even lets you create buttons for the page that you can use for this. Your unit social media pages and your leaders pages should all match, and your messages should all match. Have someone in charge of messaging and come up with a theme for each blast. If you can have social media savvy leaders help you craft the message and then share it out, this makes it easy for all of your leaders, including those that are not as comfortable with social media, to post the message on their pages. Including a picture formatted for the specific media is important. People are drawn to pictures, and posts without pictures get far fewer views and actions. But aspect ratio is important. Instagram pictures are square and generally will not work for Twitter. And finally, promotion, promotion, promotion. The more people you can have promoting membership with links for others to join, the better. Find creative ways to get people to post. Have a contest to see who can get a member from the furthest distance, or who can get an elected official to join. Use your imaginations. Now, on-site is the next step. Everything your PTA produces should have the join link and QR code. If you have a paper newsletter, a flyer promoting an event, a directory, or anything else, include the link and QR code and ask people to join. The poster that Totem has for you on the dashboard to download and print is a great thing to have on your campus. When you have in-person events like back to school nights, registrations, etc., post it liberally around the campus. I once saw a PTA post the flyer near the registration table, and there's a line of people waiting to join, but a few people saw the QR code poster, walked up, scanned it with their phone, and joined before the second person in line could be helped. And don't be afraid to ask your principal about getting your PTA mentioned in all school communications. If they're sending an email out, make sure the school has your link and ask them to include it. If the principal is making a robocall to all the families, particularly if it's a welcome back message at the beginning of the year, ask them to tell people the value of PTA and that they should join. Give them your website or a link or something like that for them to use. Now, we've been giving you a lot of information here. So we've got an online promotion checklist. You can take this page and print it out. You can modify it. You can add things to it. If you see stuff that works for you, you can take things out of this if there are things here that don't work for you. But having a checklist is the way that you can make sure that you're taking as many actions as possible for a successful membership campaign. Next is a lot of membership resources and tools. There are a ton of resources and tools available to you to help support and grow your PTA on both the California State PTA website and on National PTA's website. So be sure to surf around these sites. I'd like to call your attention to another helpful resource we have available for you today to download as well. It's a brochure called 101 Ways to Increase PTA Membership, and is filled with tips and ideas you can use at your local PTA level. Just click on the handout from your control panel to download. Michael?
Thank you, Brad. So just a reminder to be on the lookout for the 2021-2022 state and possible district PTA membership challenges. At the state level, the first one is usually the Ready, Set, Remit challenge, where all units that remit at least 30 memberships, either manually or e-membership, by October 30th will be recognized with a certificate. But this is going to be up to the incoming 2021-2022 California State PTA membership services team and the incoming California State PTA board of directors and board of managers. But keep your eyes peeled for any upcoming membership challenges from the state level for sure. So we have a few more minutes available for questions. Hopefully you've had a chance to type your questions in to the chat box and we've been able to answer quite a few of them. But if you haven't had a chance, let's go ahead and get those questions in the chat box. So our wonderful membership moderators will provide an answer to those. And I know it's a lot of information, but if you do have questions, this is the time to get them answered. But it's not the only time to get this answered. Often we'll attend a workshop and you'll be going, wow, I really wish I would have asked that question about so-and-so. Or you may just think of a question a day after the workshop. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We know it's a lot of information, and hopefully you took really great notes, or you'll go back to this workshop and review it and see anything that you may want to review. But if not, please reach out to us at membership@capta.org. So I think we'll give it just a couple more seconds to get those last minute questions in. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us for this workshop. Again, know it's a lot of information, but we really appreciate you being with us. Should you come across any questions while you're putting your membership marketing plan in action, or even if you just like to share your wonderful ideas, please email us again at membership@capta.org. Thank you again for taking time to be with us today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of convention and the rest of your workshops. Thank you.